Judge Lahoti is saying inside right now court that prosecution has successfully proved that blast happened but failed to establish that bomb was fitted in the motorcycle. That motorcycle belonged to Sadhvi Pragya. It was in her name. And that is the big detail that's coming in right now. Judgment is being pronounced as we speak. The judge is saying that prosecution has established that blast happened. Saurabh, let me bring you in. Judge Lahoti is saying that prosecution has failed to establish that the motorcycle belonged to Sadhvi Pragya. That was the big charge against her.
Absolutely, and very important, because this is then going to be the foundation of the verdict, and one can see where this verdict is going, in which direction. Because remember, this motorcycle is the key piece in this entire case. The allegation was that this blast or this bomb was placed on the motorcycle. The allegation also was that this motorcycle belonged to Pragya Singh Thakur. But if the court is saying that the prosecution hasn't been able to prove that, established that the bomb was fitted in the motorcycle, then very clear, way the verdict is going, and this would have
some of the details coming in. Let's put that out for our viewers as well on our screens. Judge Lahoti saying that in some medical certificates there has been manipulation. These are information that is coming in pieces from my colleague Radhika, who's inside the court. And Judge Lahoti saying that though RDX was brought and used is the allegation, no evidence of storage of RDX in Purohit's house. Remember, this is the primary allegation against Colonel Purohit and Sadhvi Pragya here. And no evidence to show that he assembled it. He was in the military intelligence wing, and the allegation against him was that he was the one who had actually assembled the RDX. He had taken it when he was posted in Srinagar and several other places. And this is the big headline coming in right now, that the NIA did not prove the bike belonged and was the bike was fitted, the bomb was fitted on the bike, and the NIA has not been able to prove, the prosecution has not been able to prove that there is any evidence of storage of RDX in Purohit's house. This is going to be the foundation of the verdict, Saurabh.
Absolutely. The big takeaways from this verdict, which we can bring to our viewers now, my colleague Radhika, of course, reporting from inside court, is that, one, the prosecution hasn't been able to prove that the bomb was placed or fitted into the motorcycle, which is what linked Sadhvi Pragya or Pragya Singh Thakur to this case. Secondly, the prosecution hasn't been able to prove that there was storage of RDX in Lieutenant Colonel Prasad Purohit's house. That is what linked Lieutenant Colonel Prasad Purohit to the case. No empty shells were seized, no fingerprint DNA was collected, there was contamination of the spot, contaminated articles were used for analysis. This is basically a precursor to the case falling apart. And that's, of course, after legal scrutiny, after years of legal scrutiny that has taken place in this case, that, of course, we now see that this will, of course, like I said, will have larger ramifications, huge, history in this case. Especially the comments of, P. Chidambaram and Sushil Kumar Shinde, the former Home Ministers. But right now, the judge is, of course, saying very important things. And these are, of course, important things because the two key elements, the scooter and, of course, the motorcycle, I beg your pardon, and the RDX. These were the two things that were linking the two main accused to this case.
The two primary accused, Sadhvi Pragya and Colonel Purohit. And the two charges against them, the primary charges, right now what judge is saying is that there is no evidence linking either of them with whether the motorbike chase's number was wiped out, engine number under doubt. That's what the clear commentary that's coming in from the judge right now is, that the motorcycle chase's number was removed and the engine number also is in doubt. So how do you establish ownership? You cannot establish ownership without these clinching pieces of evidence.